can imagine. I mean, the good thing about this is that it's gonna be a weak system for most of its life. The question becomes when it reaches the Bahamas. It's gonna be the question. So you can like at least rest before the big thing happens, if it does, obviously. If it does. It's not like Isaias that we don't know what's gonna do. Yeah. The interesting part though is that the National Hurricane Center doesn't have it going out to sea in their forecast. They have it like north of Puerto Rico, but not doing that north turn out to sea. Yeah, that little thing with that 18Z change that we saw, that the model shifted westward, and I feel like that's what caused the National Hurricane Center to, you know what, I think this could actually go more west than what some of the models predict. I mean, this thing is actually not moving that quick. It's moving at 16 miles per hour. It's not like Isaias. Yeah. It's like a November system, that those systems that go out to sea that haul ass, going at 30 miles per hour. Like those subtropical systems. That's what it felt like. Isaias was a system that was in a mission, basically. It was in a mission to hit the Carolinas. Wow. Luckily, there's no warnings or watches, so there's no advisory at 8 p.m. But there is one at 11. But yeah, I guess it could be tropical storm watches for the lesser and to the east soon. Let me see what the tropical storm chance is with this. Let me see. It's like a 5 to 10% chance right now.
This is your live tropical update.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch team is here with your latest update on Tropical Depression 11. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Tropical Depression 11 has formed, and here we go. We're going to be talking about this system, and look at that. It does not go out to sea. Just that little change, like we were saying at the 1 p.m. advisory, just that little change. What was it? Was it a change to the south or something? I don't remember. But just, we had a little bit of a change, and boom. This is also taking a very similar track to what Andrew did back in 1992. I do have a guest with me today.
Hi guys, I'm Weather Hub TV.
So yeah, Weather Up TV, you know, he's actually pretty good. But we do want to talk about this again. Puerto Rico could be affected. The northern Lesser Antilles could be affected. You know, this has that potential to become a hurricane, and that's something I'm a little worried about.
You gotta watch this, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Hold up 1 second. Oh Lord. So we want to talk about the flood. The flooding is going to be big from this storm. Okay, that's going to be the biggest impact. Now, as this approaches Florida, will it turn north? Like again, is it gonna, you know, do something like this? Is it just gonna kind of go like? Was it gonna go do something like this? I mean, okay, that was. Guys, it's so hard to use a mouse and draw. I'm not even joking. It is not easy to use a mouse and draw at the same time. But again, here is the track for tropical depression 11. So many names. I'm like, oh my goodness. Invest 95L, tropical depression 11, soon tropical storm Josephine.
Compared to last icon model, they actually have it moving quicker. Like literally, they have it much quicker moving, which you know could have less of an influence with that cold front if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. So here is the disturbance. Here's the depression. We also want to, you know, also go to track the tropics and see what they're going to be talking about for tropical depression 11. Now that it formed.
At least this will not be a PTC.
Don't say that yet.
Mhm.
Imagine it becomes. Oh Lord, I don't think it will be either.
Nah.
Oh, what would I do if it became a potential tropical cyclone for like a week? I mean, that's literally what it was like. It was like a potential tropical cyclone for like so long. I was like, oh my gosh, become tropical storm Isaias already. It was like, it was killer, dude. I was like, God.
That's just freaking annoying.
Yes. Let's take a look at. But we can hear you. Y'all should be able to hear me. Oh, and we can hear you. That's okay. You know, I don't really know why y'all could hear me. Okay. I'm watching this thing Zoom. The kids in the back, I know, right? Is the Georgia disturbance a area to watch? Oh, shit. I keep forgetting about that system. Oh, the Georgia disturbance. I mean, that is only if it develops. Now, that's hard to really know because it's not even acknowledged by the National Hurricane Center. So I would say no. What would you say?
I mean, of it actually developing into something, I kind of highly doubt. I give that, like, even for tropical depression, maybe like a 10% chance. I really don't see it happening because you know, it's not just the models. It just feel like it's in a good environment. It looks like it doesn't look like it's in a great environment to develop into something.
Yeah. So, even if that storm does develop, again, the biggest threat from that disturbance, the Georgia system, would again be flooding. Like, no surprise. And the reason we say this is because we want people to realize that flooding is such a huge problem when it comes to these storms. Biggest problem. Oh, Lord, what are people saying in the chat? Okay, okay. Not yet. Okay, so, again, we're going to take a look at, here's the system. It is something we're going to have to watch. There it is. We're going to actually take a look at the public advisory. So, again, maximum sustained winds are 35 miles an hour. I'm going to actually look at the forecast track and talk about the forecast of this system. Again, I think it may actually become, a low-end hurricane.
Maybe.
Before, it begins to weaken. So again, maximum sustained winds are 35 miles per hour and air pressure 1,007 millibars, 29 points. I don't even know why I say that, but anyway, there are no watches and warnings in effect. But as of 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Tropical Depression 11 was located near latitude 11.7 degrees north, longitude 40.0 degrees west. The depression is moving toward the west near 16 miles an hour. And this west-northwestward motion at a similar forward speed is forecast to begin Wednesday night, continue through the rest of the week. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some strengthening is forecast in the next 48 hours, and the depression is expected to become a tropical storm by Wednesday night. And the estimated minimum super pressure is 1,007 millibars. So, yeah. Oh.
So much for a break.
Yep, that was my break, guys. I had a 1-week break. The moment I came back on, depression funds. I'm like, jeez. Thanks, Mother Nature, for like slapping me in the face, saying like, wake up. I was like, no.
I remember like 2 or 3 days ago that the models were barely even showing this at all, even developing into even a depression, and not even surviving the central Lesser Antilles. They just show it like live for like a day or two, and now they show it all the way to the Lesser Antilles.
Yep. Oh, wait, why am I still showing this? Northwest Atlantic, there it is.
It has healthy convection, let me tell you that much.
I mean, we are still seeing more convection blowing up near the center of circulation, so. Yep. So, there's a lot of convection. There's going to be a lot of rain from this storm. It's going to be really bad. What else do I need? I don't know what to talk about. It's kind of like, here's a storm. It's almost self-explanatory, the track.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a system. And there's a storm. I mean, it's most likely going to begin to turn to the west. So I mean,
I'm gonna see what the European. Yeah.
What I was saying is, again, Puerto Rico is still in the cone a little bit. So even though even though it doesn't go directly over Puerto Rico, does not mean you're not going to be affected. Even if you're not in the cone, Dominican Republic's not in the cone, but they're still probably going to get affected.
Yeah, these are swells and those type of stuff.
Oh, the swells.
Some,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're gonna.
some rip currents.
That's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Regions.
But yeah, this is the main story of the day, guys.
It's the main story of the day, y'all. We now have Tropical Depression 11. I mean, really, I'm supposed to make my next update supposed to be at 7. But I was like, I might actually get some views from this. I'm not trying to just get views, but, if I can get views, I'll take them.
Yeah.
So here's the ECMWF, and you can kind of see it. The ECMWF takes it out to sea. I don't think that's going to happen. Again, I think the storm is going to do, be like, no, like this. Maybe something like this.
Like, I don't expect the system to behave.
Huh?
I don't expect the system to behave like we want to.
Oh, that's definitely not going to happen. They never behave.
I'm gonna make my own track of it, of what I expect to happen.
Yeah, I didn't really make a good thumbnail because it was kind of like, I literally got in here at like 3:45 and I'm like, oh, I need to make a thumbnail. I gotta do all this. And I literally just set it up as fast as I could. So again, guys, I apologize if the thumbnail looks like trash, but it was literally took me like 5 minutes to make the thumbnail. I was like, I gotta hurry up and do this. I don't got time to.
Yeah, it was a last second thing. It was like a last second. But yeah, I'm gonna make my track.
That's good. Dang it. And I'm trying to like text friends and talk about the weather at the same time. So again, flooding is gonna be the biggest concern from this. Oh man. Where are the models? Let's take a look at the models. Oh, man.
So I have 3 likely outcomes of this. So here are my outcomes. One of them is it actually like goes out to sea, which could happen still. It could still go out to sea. My second possibility is that it goes into the Bahamas, and it just avoids Florida and goes to the Carolinas, so like the Outer Banks. And then my third possibility is that it hits Florida, kind of like Andrew, and enters the Gulf of Mexico. Those are my 3 options.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Gulf of Mexico is kind of like a really long track from now.
Yeah, it's too far.
It depends on how high the high pressure is. Oh man, it's so hard to know. Man.
But yeah, I just send the tracks to you.
Oh, you did? Alright, cool.
Okay.
You made the dotted one?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what is orange category 3?
Orange.
Is that red? I can't see colors. Like in the
Oh no,
Bahamas.
that's the Andrew track. That's the Andrew track. The one in the bottom is the tracks I made. The ones, the blue marks.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, even if it does, again, we may even see, Mississippi, Alabama, Western Florida is possible. But then again, North Carolina's. I definitely think the two blue ones that affect the United. I definitely think the two blue ones that affect the United States are more likely than it being a fish storm.
Yeah.
I don't really think this is going to become a fish storm. I don't really see that happening.
I mean, with these trends to the west, it's less likely. That's for sure.
Here, let me just erase this. Oh man, it's really I don't know what to talk about. Oh jeez. Guess I can go look at the National Hurricane Center. I'm serious, like I actually have no idea what do I even talk about. I'm like, we have tropical depression.
I mean, this was just to say that it formed. Basically, this was the update, just saying it developed, and that's it.
Yeah, we're just here saying that Tropical Depression 11 is formed. And that's all I have to say. Oh Lord, hold up, I'm just trying to do everything as quickly as I can. Oh, so there's a storm going through more convection as we speak right now, and this storm could intensify even more here in the future. I don't know what to say. You have anything else you want to add to my thoughts on Tropical Depression 11?
I mean, I could say that the Northern Leeward Islands and PR and the Virgin Islands need to watch for maybe if it shifts more to the south, maybe for some tropical storm conditions, you guys. It's a possibility for sure that it could shift more to the south because you guys are still in the cone of uncertainty. Even though this is the first advisory, I mean, you guys still have a shot of maybe still getting impact directly, even because you guys are in the outer part of the cone of uncertainty, but it doesn't mean you won't get impacts, even if it doesn't hit you directly. You can at least get swells either way. If it makes a landfall.
Yeah, you're going to get swells and you're going to have rip currents, so it wouldn't be the brightest idea to just take a swim in the ocean. Now, I get the beaches are probably beautiful. You probably got turquoise water, but it's not the best idea to swim when you have decently 3 to 4 foot waves.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a little bit rough if you get pulled under and you drown. Let's wait for there not to be a hurricane. So yeah.
But obviously, the worst case scenario is it obviously makes a landfall in the Lesser Antilles in PR, which is not likely. It's pretty unlikely. I give like a 20-30% chance of that happening. But let's just say if it does, the most threatening thing is the flooding with this. It's going to be the flooding. And then the second is going to be some wind, obviously. But the most likely threat with this will be the flooding. Mm-hmm. If it makes a landfall.
Yes. Flooding is going to be such a huge concern. There are so many storms that have caused catastrophic flooding. Harvey, Irma, or maybe not. I mean, I would assume Irma, but Harvey, yeah. Dory. I mean, Harvey, 60 inches of rain. 60 inches of rain. Imelda brought 40 inches of rain to the Houston area. 40 inches of rain from a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm. 40 inches flooding dozens and probably hundreds of homes, destroying homes, costing probably maybe even $1 billion. I don't even know how much.
Yeah, $1 billion, yeah. I mean, you could even add Isaias, even for the Dominican Republic and PR. It brought flooding.
Right. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, trees were down, there was flooding, there was heavy rain. I mean, an area of invest can bring flooding. A thunderstorm can bring flooding.
A freaking invest.
Yeah, an invest, a area of cloudiness and thunderstorms. Whatever the National Hurricane Center calls them, but like
A tropical wave. Anything could bring flooding.
you can never emphasize the dangers of flooding enough. Flooding will probably always be the #1 cause of death from hurricanes.
Yeah. Even a weak tropical storm could have that. Like, seriously.
Right? Yeah, a weak tropical storm. And Dorian, I mean, how much rain did Dorian drop?
I mean, over the Bahamas, I think it was like 40 to 50 inches.
Good Jesus, like that's getting close to Harvey level.
And with that, the Cat 5 for 36 hours, the Cat 5 wins. Just imagine that.
185-mile-an-hour winds for 36 hours. Like, it was so horrible, their country got smaller.
I mean, basically, that's the way you could say it. I mean, there's still people that are freaking missing.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
There
But
could have been thousands of deaths from this. Maybe.
luckily, it did not hit Nassau, the more popular island. But Grand Bahama still has pretty considerable amount of people there. And, you know, some of the population is just missing without being heard from again, basically.
Very, very sad and quite disturbing if you think about it. Yep, I don't really know what else to say. If anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to tell me in the chat below, and I will answer.
Yeah, 3 or 4 feet of rain fell in the Bahamas. 36 to 42 inches fell. From Dorian. And with that Cat 5 eye wall for 36 hours, just imagine 36 hours with 200-mile-per-hour gusts. Just imagine that. You're looking at a couple. I can't even say it, but like hell, basically, for 36 hours.
Utter hell, destruction, total annihilation of an island. It's like a bomb was dropped on the country. like
kind of fucked up, but it's the truth.
It's
what
the
happened.
Truth. It was like it was like freaking Hiroshima over here. Like it was like United States. Like it destroyed an island. I mean, there were houses flattened.
I mean, let's just like, I feel like Dorian's like probably one of the most depressing hurricanes ever. If you know what I mean. One of the most brutal hurricanes ever.
Brutal. It was so brutal, it was disturbing.
Mm. That's like an example of how much flooding could impact you from just even a tropical storm. It could just stall in your island and just drop rain nonstop. Yeah. Is what it could do. So don't take this lightly. Take it pretty seriously, because even if it doesn't impact you, you guys are gonna still get impacts regardless from this.
Yeah, this is. I don't know what else to say. Let me take a look at the chat and see what they're talking about.
Una foto proprio por adelante y una foto proprio por atrás.
It's they don't really have anything else to say, but again, I just want to inform everyone that just because the model shows something doesn't mean that it's going to happen. The models have been, I hate to say it, but the models have been trash.
Yeah.
It's the real truth. But my next update will be at 7 p.m. and then again at 10 p.m. Oh man, I am not ready for that update. Huh.
Watch it be Josephine
Oh,
at 11
man.
p.m.
That's the thing. So it feels like the 10 p.m. updates are so like important. Such big changes happen.
Yeah.
Like at 10 p.m. That's when it became tropical. Is that when it became a hurricane or a tropical storm? I don't remember. Isaias.
I think it became a tropical storm in the morning. Right?
Because I remember something really significant happened at 10 p.m. Because like I jumped out of bed. I was like, I gotta film this. It might have been, I
think it was the track change. It was the drift to the west.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
Because then I remember saying like, oh my god, you have no idea. That was literally the happiest I've ever been for the 5 years of me tracking storms. Like I was literally jumping around. I was like, let's go. I was so happy because that storm was so hard to predict. That storm is literally harder to predict than it is to do a state test. It was like, it was so hard. I can't even explain it. Oh man, I felt so good.
Yeah, I mean, this system could be interesting. I mean, it's far out. We don't know what's gonna happen, but
yeah, I mean, it was really bad. So I mean, there's tropical depression 11, winds are around 35 miles an hour, air pressure 1,007 millibars, environmental pressure 1,011 millibars, radius of circulation 150 nautical miles, radius of maximum wind is actually 60 nautical miles. So
it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's pretty small. I mean, it's not like 200 like freaking Isaias.
Yeah.
So it was like, Isaias had like the wind field of like freaking size of France, I'm joking. But well, probably. It was big.
Se mencionan 14, 15 personas.
No, y tú sabes, 7 pesos.
I don't know what else to talk about, but yeah, that's probably gonna be it today, guys. This has been your latest update on Tropical Depression 11. My next update will be at 7 p.m. Central Time, and then again at 10 p.m. With all that being said, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Central Daily Time. With all that being said, peace out.